The environment had a great deal to do with where people decided to settle when they came to America for the first time. First of all, anytime you're settling anywhere, the first resource you need to look for is water. If you don't have enough water, you can't water your plants, you don't have drinking water, you can't clean things. Basically, it is the livelihood of every settlement. You even need it for trade and travel. So the first thing every settlement looked for, or every colonist looked for, was access to water. That's why many of the settlements were actually right along the coast or next to rivers. Then they had to look at the soil conditions. Unfortunately, in New England, where most of them started to settle, the soil was actually very rocky and very different from England, so it was really hard for them to grow the same crops. It was really hard for them to grow any crops in general. So many of them became fishermen or had small gardens. They also had to look at climate. The further north you went, the harsher, colder winters you had to deal with. So they needed areas that would get enough rain to grow stuff, but would not scorch their crops or drown their crops and would not freeze. And you also had to look at weather and natural disasters. You don't want an area that's prone to blizzards or hurricanes or tornadoes. You need to find a safe place. And of course, when people first started coming to America, not many settlements were out west because, well, look at these mountains. They're huge, they're beautiful. But back then, they didn't have cars, and that would be one heck of a leg day to try and travel across all of these mountains with all of your stuff on your back.